I want to take the time to talk about, obviously you mentioned the WWE tryouts that you had in 2014, was
yes.
it? Yeah. I assume they didn't obviously pan out as well as you'd hope.
Yeah.
You know, do you see that, is there any more interest from them? Have you heard anything back from them? And especially now that NXT UK is a thing.
Yeah.
Would you sign for them? Would you go for it?
I haven't heard anything. I used to sort of send things every 6 months or yearly or something to Robbie Brookside or to William Regal, just to kind of say, hey, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to touch base with them, and it was always an email back saying, thanks very much. Either yes, come in for the tryout, which is what happened in 2014, or no, I haven't got anything right now. But you're right, NXT UK is a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
They're running regular shows.
Yeah.
A lot of my good friends are sort of in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I put out a tweet. You may know about the tweet. It was a polarizing tweet because
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
yeah, no, I put out a tweet a while back, and I can't not mention it because people will be like, he's just ignoring the fact that he put out a tweet where I sort of slated WWE from a business standpoint about how they try and crush some of the smaller promotions and things, and it was all hearsay. And I also mentioned about some of my friends that signed. I said, look, they've done the right thing. They've wanted this for their entire lives, and why wouldn't you? It's just not something I'd do. Okay. I'd rather be part of growing WOS than sort of slot into an existing huge product. So with obviously, the harder you work, the more likely your future is going to be bright there. But I like the idea of starting something not from scratch. Obviously, it's got a huge history, WS. But I just feel that's where I want to be.
Okay.
But a lot of people saw that as me slating my friends who signed with WWE and things like that. It's like I almost got into a typing fest, and then I just said, look, I'm sorry if I've offended anyone, but and just left it at that. And but it's just one of those things. So I'm not sure WWE is the place for me.
Okay.
I like the UK. I know obviously there's NXT UK, so I could do that.
It might not always be there forever though.
Yeah, that's what part of the tweet was alluding to really, is some of that stuff. But I saw some of the guys afterwards at some shows, and it was great to walk in and have this like joking cold shoulder for like a minute, and then everyone just laughing about the situation, and was getting a lot of heat for it in such a joking way. It was really nice to have that camaraderie with the boys, and you realise that we're all in the same sort of boat. We're all signed to different places, and it's I think it's healthy for the industry to do so. I'm firmly in the WOS camp. I know it doesn't exist really at the moment, but I want to stick around to see where it goes.
Yeah.
AEW, if they came knocking, that's a different story. It all depends, doesn't it? Because to be uprooted to go over there, there is a threshold where if they threw that amount of money at you, go, well, that's career money. That's in 10 years' time. Yeah. That means I could provide for my entire family. Yeah. So then you take that offer. But no, if it's just similar to what I get at the moment, then it's like, yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of the sort of, maybe you can give us a more wrestler sort of take on it. There has been a lot of that sort of independent versus contracted thing on the independent scene lately in the British scene. David Starr, I don't know if you've seen what he did.
I literally just watched a video of his about it. I don't know much, to be completely honest with you, about the movement. I've heard bits and pieces here and there, but not too sure.
Well,
the thing on that video that I saw was him saying about banding together. Yeah. And I'm like, is that independent though? Because that's forming a new group.
Yeah. No.
So I'm unsure as to what the. I don't know.
Yeah, I was referring.
Tell me what you know. I don't know much about
it.
At
a recent show, he was facing Walter in a tag match.
NXT UK Walter.
Yeah, he's obviously NXT UK champion. And David Starr has made it quite clear that he will not sign for WWE. He does not like the company, whatever. Yeah. And obviously, WWE is already being quite nice by letting Walter go and wrestle.
Sure.
Their champion go and wrestle on other shows. Yeah. Contract, despite whatever. and David Starr, a lot of people are not sure if this was a work or if it was him making a statement. He took the NXT UK title, threw it on the mat and stood on it, like stamped on it.
That's what those tweets were about.
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes I can dip. I was on holiday recently, so I dipped way out of the scene.
No, that's as someone who works in it, do you think that was a good course of action?
Are people talking about it?
Yeah.
Is he more well known now?
Probably.
It's probably a good thing then. I mean, you can say about disrespecting a championship and things like that, but you know, if the WWE really cared about that, they wouldn't have had Lader's belt from WCW got dropped in a bin on and things like that. You know, I think if it's getting people talking, and it's not illegal, then I think it's probably a good thing. Like, like I said, I don't know much about the movement. I don't know what it stands for really. I'll probably have to do a bit more research if I'm going in. You know, if David comes up and says, "Hey, will you wear this T-shirt?" and be a thing, I'd be like, "I don't know anything, buddy. Please tell me." And then make my decision from there. But right now, I don't know if I guess he's getting over with it, which is good.
Oh yeah, big time.
There you go then.
I reckon so.
Fair play.
That is the most important thing. Get yourself known. Any publicity is good publicity at the end of the day.
And if it comes with some moral fibre as well, that's great. But whether or not it needs that, whether or not that's his main objective, or whether the main objective is to get over and get more bookings and things, who knows? But that's his prerogative, and the more he keeps that to himself, probably the better off for him.
True.
You know, people love secrets.
Very true.
People will talk about
People love secrets, yes. And we did mention one earlier about the bunny.
Yes.
About the bunny in the WWE.
Good transition.
Yeah, thank you. It was well speculated. We were told. The interview will be out at this point, so I don't even know why I'm hiding it. By the flatliner, the fearless flatliner.
Yes,
Chris
everybody in mind,
Yes, legend. We were invited to his birthday and didn't go. I feel really bad about that.
That would have been a good party.
Oh, it was. We've seen the videos on Instagram. But yeah, we were told by him that you did the bunny during the Raw, SmackDown tapings and stuff.
See, he thought he was throwing me under the bus.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
No, I'm proud of it.
I literally was on my phone. Like, Graham messaged me this morning. Was just like, make sure you mention the bunny.
You can see. I don't know if it's still up on YouTube, but there's one video of me breakdancing in the ring as the bunny.
Oh yeah.
Sort of breakdancing.
Were you doing the live shows as well? Or
yes.
was it just the
not
taping?
in the first. I did just the tapings for the spring tour. And then I did some of the live tapings and the TV tapings for the autumn tour.
Okay.
So there's one of when Jack Swagger comes in and interrupts with
Zeb Coulter?
Zeb, who back in the day was a hell of a worker. They come in and interrupt us having a party, and part of that party is me breakdancing in the bunny suit and then doing a nip up with a head that was very likely to come off. So I had to nip up holding the head, so it's quite the task. But that was really fun. It was good.
What was it like for you as like a sort of, not like an outsider, but someone who was coming in for only a tour to come in backstage to WWE? Were you treated respectfully? Did you get to share the locker room?
We had our own locker room.
Yeah.
There's like the wrestlers, WWE wrestlers male locker room, or several of them really, because it depends on the arena you're in.
Yeah.
And then we have the tryout locker room. So we're not separated because we're different performers. It's more that we're there to try out. So that's separate. But yeah, extremely well looked after, fully catered. Everyone was super nice to us. It was cool. It felt special to be there, especially when we did the sort of a couple of the live runs, because they sort of got to know us a little bit. We were there, and of course Adam was basically in charge of us in terms of making sure we don't do anything stupid, that we do what we're supposed to do there. So he was like our sort of dad for the couple of days. And everyone just sort of said hello, especially when I was in the bunny suit. I used to get sort of shouts from across the room, "Hey, good job, bunny!" And it was really good, and it was cool. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Did you ever meet Vince?
No, I was in the same room as Vince. We were at Gorilla, and he was there with Triple H, and they were just sat in front of the computer screens just as we were about to go out. So I'm like, "Bunny, head on. See you later, Vince." Yeah, no. I think if I had met Vince, it would be because he was more interested in myself, and that didn't happen. So, you know. But Nathan Cruz and I had a dark match for SmackDown, so that was good. Us versus the Usos.
Oh.
So we also got kind of a nod there to go in and do that. No one else at the time got to, although Joe Hendry did a cool spot, a segment where he was a Russian diplomat.
Yes, oh my god, yeah.
So he got to do a Russian accent stuff. So we all got our little bits and bobs in there. It was really good.
Oh, oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I saw Joe just the other day. He's a good guy. He's one of my favourites.
Yeah, I've seen him wrestle a couple of times. He's done Belfast. I used to film for a promotion called Pro Wrestling Ulster. They're not called that anymore. They're called Titanic Wrestling now.
Okay.
And
really?
He was, yeah. He was doing some. They're more adult oriented, so they wanted to. But yeah, he was doing a couple of spots there, and he was really nice in the locker room and stuff, because obviously me and him were backstage in the locker room. Kieran's behind the camera, that's who I'm referring to. But yeah, well, I'll let you, I'll try and wrap this up for you, so you can get on your way, because obviously I know you got to go and get ready for a big show tonight.
Yes, sir.
Who are you facing again tonight?
I actually have no idea.
You have no idea who you're facing?
Blind, yeah. So, fortunately for me, there's no title defense for the WS title. That stays at ITV. Yeah. This is me independently now going around, and but yeah, it looks to be a good show. They usually sell out.
Oh, definitely.
It's Chris, the guy who runs it, is kind of old school, and there's no real online media presence yet. He still sells 400 odd tickets a show, so it's kind of cool. I like those shows. They're fun, and
I've been to 3 or 4 of the SWF shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're all really they're good fun. It's not like
family fun. No, Flatliner's going to be there. You know the kind of show it's going to be. He's so entertaining. Someone's going to have their pants pulled down and run around and stuff. So
I know he's wrestling, but I don't know if anyone else does. So I won't say anything. Yeah. But yeah. In the have you got any? Obviously, you've got movie plans in the future. Obviously, World of Sport is kind of going on. Mm-hmm. Do you want to tell people where they can sort of find you? That's not the Butlins tour. Are you still wrestling for Defiant? Are you doing any other promotions maybe that are broadcast on the internet, YouTube, etc.? Do you want to tell people where they can find your work?
Yeah. So first of all, you can find me personally on social media is at Justin Sysum. So both on Twitter and Instagram, and I think I've got a Facebook page as well. But Instagram's the place to go. Really, that's where I'm at most of the time. And then Defiant, still doing Defiant. Obviously they're way up north, sort of Newcastle, Sunderland, sometimes Manchester, and NGW is they run the Butlins shows, but they also run house shows at in Hull and all in sort of the north up there. Outside of that, it's really, I mean, I do 180 shows a year for Butlins. Yeah. So then after that, I know some guys, El Ligero, for example, can do almost 250 shows a year, but my body doesn't cope that well with that. So 150 shows is max for me. That's NGW, Defiant, and a few other sort of independent promotions around the sort of southwest and south now. But hopefully soon I can get some more. I'm moving soon to the Brighton area, and I know there's a few promotions there, and also London promotions. Yeah. I'm going to be pushing myself towards. So hopefully I get to do some more of those.
Hopefully it'll be a bit more of a mainstay in the SWF sort of.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Kapow thing.
Yeah, that'd be good. And the less driving I have to do before and after shows, the better my body is going to hold up. So, yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Justin. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I hope you have a successful match at the show tonight.
Me too.
That's been 42 Wrestling Centre with Justin Sysum. Thank you for watching.